All right, tank owners, you've been asking me this for a long time. When are we going to do a battery strap bracket, the dash one for the Tank 300s? Well, it's taken a little bit of time and we've got it. So you don't have like a spider's nest of different wires coming out of the positive terminal here. We're going to show you how to do it neatly and professionally. Come with me. All right, here it is. That's the first one. That's the box that you get. We'll open it up so you can see what's in it. All this other gear that you see here is what we might use for this particular installation. Yours might be different, but I'll show you what's in the actual box. All right, let's get it out. This is the bracket that mounts on top of it. In a moment, we're going to fix the fuse holders on top. All nuts, bolts, hardware is all there for that as well. We've got an array of fuses, so there's a couple of 50s, a couple of 40s and a couple of 30s that come in it, but of course you can put whatever fuse in you want. And to make it look nice and neat, instead of having a whole bunch of wires going back to the positive, we've created a bus bar. What's a bus bar, you say? It's just a big fat piece of brass or copper. That'll go in there like that with a wire supplied going around to your positive terminal of your battery, and then it just looks nice and neat. We'll show you a finished product on another car quickly, and then we'll show you how to do it. All right, not a tank, a patrol, but this is where the idea came from to start with. And you can see how nice and neat it is. There will be still this one cable to go on there like so, and it'll be nice and neat. But this particular battery top for a patrol doesn't fit any other car, so we had to make one specifically for the Tank 300, which coincidentally also fits a Navara NP300. So the spacing underneath this bracket, so that shape that you see there is going to fit perfectly on that very odd size AGM bracket on the tank. And if you've done any research on the tank, mine's the Ultra, anyway, yeah, it's got an AGM battery, not the old lead acid style batteries, so it means you can actually probably pull a bit of juice out of it for running a fridge or so forth at the back. You may not need to go straight to a second battery. You can actually partition the battery with a product called a Victron battery disconnect, and that's a way of saying, all right, we're going to cut out the accessories at, say, I don't know, 12.3. There's always enough to start the car, but everything from 12.3 up to 13.1 can be used for running your fridge and so forth. So that's what I've done in my tank. So as I said, all the hardware's here. We're going to put the MIDI fuses on top and bolt it down for all these nutserts that are pre-assembled in there. Drop the bolt in like so, and it's as easy as screwing it on. Alright, next we need to take all of the bolts off here so we can get our bus bar to fit as well. Okay. Got all these off, keep going on the other side so we can put our fuses on, so all of these need to come off as well. Alright, so let's pick what fuses we do. I often do a couple of 50s at the front because they're likely going to be for my compressor. Then I might do a 40 amp for some lighting, and then what else have we got here? Might do another 40 and a couple of 30s, why not? And it comes with a spare 50 as well, if you need. Alright, now we need to get this bus bar on, which can be a little bit tricky. Like so. And now in reverse. So we want another washer, a spring washer, and the bolt. And repeat. Alright, let's get this looking as neat as possible. So, washer through here. Tighten that up a bit more later. But that's going to come and curve around to the positive and look nice and neat on that side, and you don't have 6 cables looking messy going that way. Alright, now let's work on this side. So I've got to get that to attach on there somehow. I'm going to use these lugs. For this particular cable, I'm going to use a 10x6, something like that. So we need to do that 6 times now. Here we go. You don't have to use these, but this is the way I do it. I always get a nice clean edge to start with. Strippers, something like about that. Twist the cable, it must be twisted, otherwise it's not going to crimp properly. And you don't want exposed copper, so we want to get rid of that end as well. something like that is not bad. Now you've got a few options for crimping. There's tools like this which we've got. I love my pliers for crimping as well, or you can get the hydraulic crimpers. It is up to you. So something like that, like that. That was my knuckle crimping, and we've got a nice secure connection like that. Next, to make it look nice and neat, we're going to put conduit over it first, and because this is a demonstrator one, I'm going to do it about that long. I should have to put the heat shrink on first. You notice I've gone extra long on the heat shrink. That'll make sense afterwards when we put the labels on. Something like that. Like that. And the hot trip to make it look professional is push the heat shrink past the conduit, and I get it right up to the, basically, the start of the circle there, like that. Turn around, don't want the writing on top because I don't want the customer seeing that. And we'll spin it around like so and heat shrink it like that. Now this right here, my friends, is the most satisfying part. Look at that, all nice and neat. All right, to make this look really professional, we've got this label printer for heat shrink. Here's one we've written earlier for compressor. How cool is this? Heat shrink and labeling, so cool. Something like that. All right. Now for assembly, this is a bit of repeat. Very nice. Now repeat. So you're starting to see how this is going to come along here, even for demonstration purposes. Let's put it all back together again. So like same as before, washer, spring washer, and nut. I'll spin this around this way so you can see the beauty that it is. Now, they don't usually let me work on cars here at 4x4 DNA. But if I can do this, I reckon anyone can, and that looks mint. Now we'll just put all the clips back down. And the one that fell off. Where's this one? All right, over to the car. All right, on the tank specifically, it's got a bit of an extension bracket that goes to the front support panel. To get this plastic bit off, it's a simple press, just stand like that, then up, and try not to lose any. I'm pretty happy how Tank's done these, because there's a lot of other cars we work on which are nowhere near this easy. And that will expose the other, I think it's a 13mm on the other side here. Alright, I'm getting close to being able to bolt up the positive here. Before I do so, I want to put this little rubber shroud through. Because then when that bolts on, it'll hide over like that. And voila! I reckon that is a pretty damn neat option for if you were going to wire up a heap of things to your Tank 300, NP300 and Y62 Patrol. And to be honest, if I can do it, anyone can do it.